And pound for pound, the horsepower is tremendous. Here they come, Howie up a turn 4. Green flag will fly.
Jumping out in front in the number 1 car, it's A.J. Hessler. A.J.'s out of Buffalo, New York, making a nice clean move through 1 and 2. Back in the field, we got caution already on the track.
Well, I guess we didn't like the start there, Howie, or something.
I kind of liked it, but I guess the starter didn't.
Oh, man, slow him down a little bit. And there's
A.J.'s still going to jump it into 1 and 2. Falling right real close there with the number 2 car. You got to straighten these things out because I'll tell you, we've got team cars from Cristiano, the T2, the 02, and the 2. Kind of makes it a little bit confusing. So that's a T2, and that's Sherwood in that one. But look at the guy in 3rd spot, 14-year-old Joey Manco. Joey's got a lot of experience in go-karts, but he's looking really strong here, and that is an old Trey Hoddick TQ, all redone. But A.J. still carried it into 1 and 2. Manco looking on the inside, trying to work in that 2nd spot, but back in the field.
And he does. It looks like he wants to make a move on Cristiano, and both of those drivers, rookies this year, the 2 and the number 95, they're riding 2nd and 3rd respectfully on the Speedway right now.
Well, I think it's interesting. You got Sherwood running 2nd there, and you got Manco running 3rd. They're both rookies, but these guys have a lot of experience in open-wheel cars, and they're showing here. These guys are jumping into TQs, but they're looking very, very experienced, holding down a good line. A little bit of wiggle out of the 2 car by Sherwood, but he settles it down, and they're staying right with A.J. Hessler. And A.J. is not a rookie, but he's been around for a while. And we got one spun over there out on number 3. You're not going to go anywhere.
Well, you're better off with a box stock motor by the sounds of things, so I love the way the rules have been designed.
That's the way they're doing. We're restarting here. We've got 4 in the books, 4 to go. A.J. Hessler out in front, Sherwood 2nd, Manco 3rd.
Everybody kind of strings out going down the back straightaway. They're going to fall nose to tail into turn number 3, and a couple of rookies riding there 2nd and 3rd. But Hessler really sets the pace coming down to the front straightaway.
Hessler's keeping a nice low line, which is really the efficient thing to do. And the drivers were told at the meeting tonight, take their time. If they've got a squirrely car, loose car, take your time, straighten it out. Let's get the heat in, get some time on without being on your head.
You know, that is something. That's a good point, Howie. You know, you talk about open wheel racing a little bit. In these cars, you get a couple of these together and they touch wheels, things can go slam in the dark, you know what I mean? And over you can go.
Well, there's 2 types of racing back home in Pennsylvania where I come from. Open wheel and taxi cab. That's all there is.
Well, we got a spin at turn number 1.
Daring move, tried by Sherwood, couldn't cut it. Spins out all on his own as he tried to make the inside move on Hessler. He's clean, he's off the track. They're going to let him finish up. Under the caution, here's Joey Manco with his first checkered flag, first night in a TQ. Talk about an ego builder, I'll tell you.
Now this youngster, of course, graduating up, I believe you said, Howie, from go-kart racing.
That's right. He's got a long, long experience in go-kart racing. He's a lot of years. His mom and dad are in the pits with him, loyal supporters. And this car, a couple years ago, you saw it here, it was the 94 cars, I remember, driven by Trey Hoddick. They've redone the car, put a new tail on it, the whole steel. And this is a really nice-looking machine. And the nice thing about this young man, we're not seeing a 98-pound body with a 70-pound head. Very low-key kid, and he'll do okay.
That's Joey Manco from Lancaster, age 14, driving with the Kawasaki 750cc engine. The Hoddick Special is a car style with the car owner, of course, Tom and Patty Manco. Roll-on super lubricant. Taking the wings off, they've gone to a harder compound tire, and it allows for a box stock motor to be competitive. And also, I got to believe that this has got to help some of the youngsters that are coming up, some of the rookies that you've been talking about.
Anybody can learn to drive an open-wheel car with a wing. It's a lot tougher without a wing than with a spec tire. Jumping out in front is Charlie DeRosa going to the lead. On the inside, in the 9, it's Craig Macy. To the outside, it's Richie Watkins in the 33. Watkins working through 3 and 4 to the outside, trying to get through. But Craig Macy settles into 2nd. Watkins stays to the outside.
Good spin.
A little spin down there, bringing in 2 of them. John Casey spins out.
You know, John has quite a move on his part. You know, he saw the car spinning and just being afraid that the car may jot back out. John appeared as though he at Lancaster Motorsports Park on Friday, June the 5th, featuring Winston driver Whit Bazemore versus Kendall driver Chuck Etchels. Green flag is out. Howie, back to you.
We've got green. Charlie DeRosa into one, working the outside. Craig Macy. Richie Watkins fills the third spot. Danny Lawrence into 7, runs 4th. Out of Paris, Ontario, Wayne Turnbull, a former champion with the Can-Am TQs, runs 5th, working toward the front. Very strong move by Richie Watkins. We got one flipped over down in turn 1. That's John Casey. Easy roll, easy roll. We call those baby rolls, hardly even noticeable.
Howie.
Maroon cars, Danny Lawrence. Wayne Turnbull in the 31, the 2. That's Vinny Cristiano Jr. and bringing up the back. That's Donnie Adams. But Charlie DeRosa's been fighting them off, staying the low line. Still, Danny Lawrence moves the 3rd, kind of looking to the inside. No room, but on the outside, strong move by the 31 of Wayne Turnbull out of Paris, Ontario. He seems to be the only one willing to work to the outside. But now Richie Watkins in the kind of wild-looking yellowish green 33. I don't know what color that thing is, but it looks good under the light. Watkins in the 33 to the outside, challenging for the lead. Turnbull also on the outside, working for the 3rd spot. Danny Lawrence makes it 3 wide, going into 3, going out in the grass. Charlie DeRosa, but he's off the racing surface, pulls back on now. We're going to finish it up. Caution is out.
And caution flies on lap number 7.
I didn't like that.
And a little discussion there. I'm sure they're just swapping recipes.
Well, right now, if Charlie wants to get really, shall we say, perturbed, this is a good time to do it because this is not his race car.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Now, he's borrowed a race car. So if you're going to do it to somebody,
I'm running because it is a ball. We're about ready to go back to green. We're looking for a restart. 1 lap to go. Danny Lawrence out in front. Richie Watkins runs 2nd. Craig Macy's 3rd. Wayne Turnbull settles in for 4th. Vinny Cristiano Jr. runs 5th. And bringing up the back, it's Donnie Adams. But I'll tell you what, there'll be some talking in the pits after this one. Danny Lawrence wins one, going sideways over the start-finish line. Richie Watkins, Craig Macy finishes 3rd, Wayne Turnbull 4th, Vinny Jr. 5th, and Donnie Adams 6th. So everybody's qualified. We'll be back a little later for the first feature tonight. It'll be 20 laps, and it ought to be fun.
You know, look who I got here. You talk about young drivers, and Howie, while I got you right here, let's both talk to this